Everybody, this is Cassie bringing you a short total body workout. We're going to be working in Tabata. So that means 20 seconds, high intensity, 10-second rest, then we move on. I've got 4 rounds of work for you. Each round has 3 exercises, and we're going to repeat each round for a total of 3 times. So if you're going to work out with me, I'll keep the time. But if you're going to do this workout on your own, grab a timer, grab your phone, grab anything that you can use to keep track of that 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. We got to warm up first, though. So here we go. We're just going to jog in place. If you don't like to have any impact to your joints in your workout, you can certainly march it out. Anything that you can do to start getting those muscles warm so that we can safely move and stretch without injury. Good, let's take it to jacks. Same thing, if you need to, take this to a regression. And if you're like me, when you work out at home, you always have a dog, a cat, or a child underfoot. Good. All right, let's take that to some torso rotations. Just warming up the core, warming up the spine. Keep that belly button in nice and tight. Stand up nice and tall. You want to stay soft in the knees, rotating in the balls of your feet. Good. Let's go for some forward stepping lunges, alternating side to side, no weight here. Now, as you can probably see, I do have some weights here on the floor to use during this workout. However, no weight is necessary. You're going to absolutely do this with 0 equipment. Just make sure you have a towel, some water, maybe a mat. Good. Let's take it to lateral lunges. So again, I'm alternating side to side, just using my palms on the thighs to give myself a little bit of support, keeping the weight of my body in my heels. Good. Make sure you're breathing in through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep the chest lifted. Hey, let's go body weight squats into a hamstring stretch. Body weight squat. Hamstring stretch. So your legs should be getting warm. So you should be able to sink a little deeper in those squats. Reach a little further for the floor. And one more on this last one. Let's roll it up nice and slow. And let's warm up the shoulders. So windmills to the back. Belly button in. Chest lifted. The only thing that's moving is your arms. Everything else is working to stay stationary. Let's take it to the front. Good. All right, let's get started, shall we? So I've got my little handy dandy timer, 20 seconds on, 10 seconds off. Here's our moves. We're going burpees. Yep, burpees right out of the gate. Mountain climbers, and then we're going to hold plank for 20 seconds. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Burpees for 20 seconds. Now, you can put a jump in there if you want, or if you're like me and you have a really low basement ceiling, you can go for a little heel lift. That also takes some of the impact out of it. If you need a burpee with no impact at all, you can go for a heel tap, heel raise. All right, there's our timer. So we've got 10 seconds to rest. So next move is our mountain climbers. So I'm going to stay down on the floor for this. Shoulders right over top of the wrists, knees running or stepping into towards the chest. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So line them up. Shoulders right over top of the wrists, Belly button in nice and tight. You've got your gaze on the floor, probably about, I don't know, about a foot in front of your fingertips. Don't forget to breathe. And rest. Here's your 10-second rest. Now we're gonna hold a high plank. So I'm gonna stay down here on my knees. You can do this move from your knees or your toes, whatever is most comfortable for you. Take a nice deep breath. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, nice solid plank. Again, belly button's in tight. Glutes are activated. You're shooting energy out through your heels. Shoulders are right over top of your wrists. You've got a nice long head, neck, and spine. Looking down at the floor. Keep breathing. Keep the core tight. And here's our 10 seconds rest. We're going right back to the top. 20 seconds of burpees. So remember, I said there's options. You can step back and tap. Step back and tap. Heel lift. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Squat down. Place your hands on the floor. Step or hop your feet back. And come up. Squeeze the glutes. Throw in that heel lift if you want it. You can throw in a tuck jump if you want. And rest. 10 seconds. Go into those mountain climbers. I'm going to show you an option. If you're not comfortable in that high plank position, here's your option for mountain climbers. You're going to stand up nice and tall and do ladder climbers. But I'm going to go down to the floor. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Now remember I said you can run or step. Whatever you need to do to get you through all 20 seconds. Keep going. And 10 seconds rest. Remember, we're going to that plank. So I'm going to stay down on the floor, focus on my breath, in through the nose, out through the mouth. I'm going to turn to the side to get a nice side view. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So take your time getting in position. Make sure your shoulders are back and down. Focus on the breath. You might be shaking a little bit. That's good. That means you're working. Rest. Last time through. 10 seconds. Going back to those burpees. Here's your chance. Towel off. Grab a little sip of water. And come on up. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. Last 20 of burpees. If you need to take it to the regression, just for a few seconds to get a breath, that's totally fine. The important part is that you just keep moving for the entire 20 seconds. Here's our 10-second breather. Coming down for mountain climber. Remember, you have that option to do standing ladder climber. You also have the option to step instead of running the feet in. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Mountain climber. So again, notice I'm looking down at the floor in front of me. I'm not looking at my toes. All right. Another little indication that you can use at home to test whether you're doing it correctly is if your shirt is coming up, exposing your lower back, then your butt's probably too high into the air. So always something great to work on for your planks, for your mountain climbers. Focus on getting that nice long plane from the top of your head down to your feet. Here comes plank. 3, 2, 1. So I'm going to show you what it looks like from the knees. Remember, even if you're in plank on your knees, it's not a quadruped position. It's not a downward dog or child's pose position. You're keeping your glutes activated. You're keeping your shoulders back and down. You're keeping your gaze out here on the floor and belly button in nice and tight. All right, 10 seconds. Here's your next 3 moves. We're going squats, push-ups, and a squat hold. So I'm going to pick up my weights for this one, but if you don't have any weights available to you, no worries, just go no weights. 3, 2, 1. So heels under hips, belly button in, shoulders back. I'm squatting down and up with intensity for 20 seconds. Inhale, exhale. Inhale as you lower, exhale as you come to the top. 10 seconds. We're coming down for push-ups. Again, knees, toes, or grab a spot on the wall, just so that you stay moving the entire 20 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Keep the glutes engaged. Keep pushing your heels towards the back of the room. Keep looking out about a foot or so from your fingertips at the floor. Drop to your knees when and if you need. All right, 10 seconds. I'm going to come back up to standing. No weights this time. I'm going to drop into a squat and hold for 20 seconds. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. This one's going to burn. Shoulders back and down, belly button in, knees are staying stacked over top of my ankles. Breathe through it. Almost there, you got this. And rest. 10 seconds. I definitely suggest shaking the legs out, going for a little stretch where you need. We're going back to those squats. So again, I'm going to pick up my weights. This can absolutely be done with no weights at all. It's still challenging. 3, 2, 1. Down and up. So Tabata doesn't mean you have to be moving fast. It just means you're going all out intensity for all 20 of those seconds. Your heart rate should be up. All right, focus on, again, the breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. We are going back to those push-ups. I'm going to give you a side view this time. 3, 2, 1. So my hands are just outside of my shoulders, or just outside of my chest rather, in line with my shoulders. Belly button's in, glutes are engaged. I'm looking down at the floor. When you need, if you need, you can drop the knees down and keep going. 10 seconds, squat hold. Come on up. I'm gonna use this opportunity to towel off. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Drop it in. Shoulders back and down. I'm going to give you the side view. Again, keeping those knees behind the toes. Pelvis tilted so I have no arch in the low back. Shoulders back and down. Let's see if you can sink 1 inch lower. Oh, now it burns. Now it's burning. And come on up. 10 seconds. We're going back to those squats with the weights, or I'm going to show you another option unweighted. I'm going to do a squat jump. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So if you don't have any weights, this is an option to keep up the intensity. You also, of course, can go air squats with no weights. You also can go somewhere in between and go squat, heel lift, squat, heel lift. Rest. Come on down for push-ups. Now, you can also do an incline push-up. So if push-ups are something that you're still working on, if you have a solid surface that you can comfortably rest your hands on, it takes a little bit of the pressure out of the shoulders. Here's what it looks like. 3, 2, 1. taking a little bit of the pressure out of my wrists and shoulders, but I'm still working the chest, still working the back. All right. Here comes that last squat hold. 20 seconds of work doesn't sound like it would be very difficult because it's not that long. But then when you pair it with that 10 seconds, that minimal rest, whew, here we go. So we're burning calories, we're building lean muscle, we're working on our cardiorespiratory system. Don't forget about that breathing, really critical right now. And rest. 2 down, 2 to go. We've got 20 seconds each of jumping jacks, lunges, and a low plank hold. 20 seconds each, 10 seconds of rest in between, and then we're gonna repeat it for a total of 3. Here we go, jumping jacks. 3, 2, 1. Come on up and jack it out. Couple different options on the jacks. Remember, you can take out the impact, step it out. You also have the option that if you have any shoulder dysfunction, you can just bring them up to the fronts and to the sides. It's a little easier on the shoulders. 10 seconds rest. We're going to our lunges now. I'm going to leave this up to you guys. This is participant's choice. Any form of lunges you want. Forward stepping lunges, rear stepping lunges, alternating lateral lunges, just so that you're working for 20 seconds. I'm going to pick up my weights. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to go forward stepping lunges with my weights. Notice that I'm keeping a hip distance between my feet at all times. I'm keeping the weights down by my sides. My arms are active. They're not swinging back and forth. Rest. All right, we're going low plank hold. Looks just like the traditional plank hold, but this time we're working from our forearms. So I'm going to put my towel down just to protect my forearms. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So I've got my palms flat on the floor, elbows right under my shoulders. Shoulder blades are rolled back and down. I'm keeping my gaze right out here. I'm pushing my heels towards the back of the room, belly button in and breathing. Rest. All right, back to jacks. Come on up. Shake it out if you need. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. 20 seconds. So a couple of important tips about jumping jacks. Regardless of what option you're taking, I want your toes pointed out slightly, and I want your knees tracking out over those toes. A lot of times we see this, all right? Bad news for the knees. So rest. 10 seconds. We're going to those lunges. This time I'm going to take it to the back, reverse lunges. Still going to use my weight. You also have the option, if you have no weight, to turn it into a plyo lunge if you like. 20 seconds, 3, 2, 1. Reverse lunges. I'm going to give you the side view. Going for that 90-degree angle in my front knee and my back knee. I'm stepping far enough back that my front knee is staying behind the toes. Rest. 10 seconds. We're going back to that low plank hold. So grab your towel or your mat, whatever you have. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I'm going to give you the side view this time. Don't forget to breathe. You should be shaking. Rest. All right. This time, I'm going to go lateral lunges. So I'm going to pick my weights back up, and I'm going to lunge side to side, framing my knees and my shins with the weights. 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Make sure you have plenty of room. You want to keep a nice flat back. Whoop, I don't have enough room. Inhale. Exhale. Drive down through the heel to come up. Keep the soles of both of your feet flat on the floor. Rest. All right, we're going to that low plank hold. Get your towel. I'm going to show you the regression this time from my knees. If you're doing any of these moves from your knees and you're on a hard surface, you may also want a towel under your knees as well, or your mat. 3, 2, 1. So again, notice I'm nice and flat here from the top of my head down to my knees, one long straight line. This is still challenging. I'm still shaking. Rest. All right, final round. Our moves are high knees, butt kicks, and a bear hold. Ooh, quads are going to be on fire. So we're not going to need weights for any of these. So get them out of the way. We're going high knees in 3, 2, 1. Come on up and get those knees up. Regression, march it out, but you're still marching with intensity. You've still got nice athletic arms, bringing those knees up to hip height. You can run it out. If you need a challenge, rest. So this time we're going butt kicks. So I'm going to place my hands right behind my rear and give myself a target, okay? Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Butt kicks. So I want you to squeeze those hamstrings. Remember, regression is step it out, but you're still moving with control. You're still squeezing the backs of your legs to bring those heels up to your bum. Rest. All right, bear hold. Woo. So we're in a quad ped position. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. I'm going to curl the toes, bring my knees about 2 inches off the floor. Regression, it doesn't look any different. You're just going to take a break when you need. 3, 2, 1. So again, nice flat back. Hi, Sam. Focus on your breath here. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Keep your gaze down at the floor. Come on down and rest. 1 down, 2 to go. You know what it looks like? High knees, butt kicks, bear hold. Grab little sips of water when you need. Here we go. High knees. 3, 2, 1. Here's the side view. Keep the chest lifted. Get the knees up. Stay on your toes. Rest. Important thing to remember, when exercises tend to get a little difficult or I start to fatigue, I have a tendency to look up. Sometimes I'm thinking I'm looking to a higher power for a little help. However, super important, keep the chin down slightly. Nice long cervical spine. 3, 2, 1. Butt kicks. Try to keep your knees pointing straight down at the floor here. It's not just a jog. You're squeezing those hamstrings. Rest. Come on down for that bear hold. So, most common mistakes I see with the bear is the knees are not far enough inward. So your legs are too far behind you, or the knees are just simply too high off the ground. Really focus here. 3, 2, 1. So knees off the ground, 2 inches. If you need, tap down just for a little breather, hop right back in. Super important to keep a nice flat back here. Rest. Last 60 seconds. 20 seconds each move, and then we're going to stretch it all out. Here we go. High knees. Make this your best one. 3, 2, 1. Come on, you got this. Don't give up on yourself now. You've come too far. Rest. All right, butt kicks. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Watch out, Sammy Sam. I gotta do my butt kicks. Last 20 seconds, bear hold. Nice deep breath. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Keep telling yourself you got this. Nice flat back. Rest. Awesome job, everybody. All right, let's stretch that out. I'm going to do all my stretches from the floor. First one is just going to be a child's pose. So I want your big toes touching, knees outside the hips, forehead on the floor, reaching your fingertips forward. Good. All right, let's stretch out those hip flexors. I'm going to step forward with my right leg, lean into it, squeeze my glutes. My front knee is stacked over top of my ankle. I'm using my hands on my thigh for support and feeling a nice stretch right in here. Good. All right, let's push that back. So we're stretching out the hamstring of our right leg. You can put your hands on the floor, or you can rest your hands on your bent leg. Never on the straight leg, bent leg. Good. Let's switch that out. So hip flexor, left leg is forward, squeezing my glutes on the right side, supporting myself on my thigh. Good. Push it back, stretch the hip flexor. Good. All right, now Sam's favorite stretch. I'm going to push it back in a downward facing dog. So really shooting the glutes up towards the ceiling. Once you feel that nice stretch, go ahead and pedal your feet one at a time. Get a nice stretch on each calf. Good. Come on back down to the floor. I'm going to sit in just a nice crisscross applesauce, comfortable position, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to stretch the shoulders out one at a time. I like to lean my head away from the shoulder, just get a little extra stretch in the neck. Make sure you're sitting up nice and tall. Let's take that back for a tricep stretch. Same arm, left arm. And other side, stretching out the shoulder on the right. And tricep. Good. All right, let's open up through the back. So palms touching, press them so you're separating your shoulder blades. Sam, I can't pet you right now. And last stretch, I'm going to take the hands behind me and lace my fingers, press them down towards the floor as I look up and open up through the chest. Awesome job, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me in this workout. I can't wait to see you all again at the Swickley Valley YMCA. Again, this is Cassie, and I'll see you for the next workout. Bye.